Hi friends, today I'm going to discuss one of the superb topics in database management system, that is ACID properties. So I can say that entire banking domain depends on this topic only. So without this topic there is no banking industry. That's the reason ACID properties topic is very popular in database management system. Acid properties. Before going to discuss about acid properties, just I want to give abbreviations of acid properties. A stands for atomicity, C stands for consistency, I stands for isolation, and D stands for durability. Now see, so as I discussed earlier in my previous video, definition of transaction, and I given one example. Now, a transaction is a unit of program execution that access and possibly update various data items. In a database, each transaction should maintain ACID property to meet the consistency and integrity of the database. For example, if you transfer the $50 from account A to account B, obviously that transaction must maintain ACID property to meet the consistency and integrity of the database. Atomicity. This property states that each transaction must be considered as a single unit and must be completed fully or not completed at all. Must be completed fully or not completed at all. By seeing one example, you will get the idea about this property, that is atomicity. Now see, for example, a transaction to transfer $50 from account A to account B. So obviously, if you want to transfer the amount, so obviously, you have to follow these 6 steps. See, if you complete these steps, so then only $50 transferred from account A to account B. So that is read A minus 50, write A, read B, B is equal to B plus 50, write B. So as I discussed earlier in my previous video, so now in case if you miss one step among these 6 steps, so your amount is not going to transfer into account B. So atomicity means, so either it is fully completed or not completed at all. See, if 6 steps is completed successfully, so that is successful transaction. So this can be treated as a atomicity. Or so not completed at all. So means, see, if one step missed while transferring the funds, so that is not a successful transaction. That is called unsuccessful transaction. So these are the 6 steps, see, how to follow for transferring funds. See, if it is successful, then it is a atomicity. So or see, if it is not completed, so that is also atomicity. So either it is fully completed or not completed at all. So half of the work should not be done while transferring the funds. So hope you understand. Now see, next property is consistency. The database must remain in consistent state after performing any transaction. So same example I want to consider. So transferring funds from account A to account B. By seeing one example, you will get the idea. Consistent state. Now, for example, so this is before transaction and after transaction. So before transaction, transferring funds account A to account B. So after transaction, account A to account B. Now see. So I have a 2 account holders, account A and account B. Account A has $100 and account B has $100. So now I want to transfer $50 from account A to account B. So before transaction, so that is, so before transferring funds, that is $50 account A to account B. So what is the total amount in account A and account B? So 200, 100 plus 100. So this is before transaction. So now I want to transfer the funds from account A to account B. So this is about after transaction. Means now I transferred $50 to account B. So now account A will become as a $50. Previously before transaction $100. Now I transferred $50. So now it will become as a $50. So updated the account into $50. So now in account B, so after transaction, so that is B is equal to 150. B is equal to 150. Before it is $100. Now I transferred $50 from account A to account B. So now B is updated with $150. Now see, before transaction, what is the total fund in account A and account B? So that is 200. So next after transaction, so what is the fund value from account A to account A and account B? So total is equal to 200. So this is called consistent state. Consistent state. Now the database must remain in consistent state. So after performing any transaction, see, if you transfer the funds from account A to account B, before transaction the amount must be same. The amount must be same like total. So after transaction also account must be same in transaction A and account A and account B. So this is about. Now see, in ATM withdrawal operation, the balance must be updated appropriately after performing transaction. Thus the database can be in inconsistent state. This is called consistency. Now isolation. In a database system where more than one transaction are being executed simultaneously and in parallel. Suppose, so I have a account A and account B. So transaction T1 is, I want to transfer $50 from account A to account B. So this is about complete transaction. Read A is equal to A minus 50, write A, read B, B is equal to B plus 50, write B. See, this is called one transaction, one complete transaction. So now at the same time, I want to transfer 10% of the amount from an account A. So for that, so read A, temp is equal to A into 0.1, A is equal to A minus temp, write A, read B, B is equal to B plus temp, write B. So this is another transaction. So we can perform n number of transaction at a time from account A to account B. So this is T1 and this is T2 transaction. So in a database system where more than one transaction are being executed simultaneously and in parallel. So in one account, we can perform one transaction, that is single transaction, or more than one transaction parallelly or simultaneously. So if transaction T1 is executing, so while transaction T1, so another transaction should not be entered into T1. So at the same time, if T2 transaction is executing, so while executing this T2 transaction, another transaction should not be disturbed in T2. So means, so only one transaction must be completed. Then only another transaction should be followed. So this is called isolation. The last property, durability. Example, in ATM withdrawal, if the system failure happens after customer getting the money, then the system should be strong enough to update database with his her new balance. Means you have a $1,000 in your account. So after withdrawal amount $500 from your account. So if there any system failures after withdrawal the amount, that is 500. So after that transaction also, your database must be consistent state. So how much amount after withdrawal the 500 rupees? So obviously account must be updated from $1,000 to $500. So that's the reason the database should be strong enough to handle any system failure. After system failure also, your database must be updated. So with a new balance. So hope you understand the video. Thank you for watching this video. See if you like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.